Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Thursday, May the 31st, and this is the market overview looking at the Dow SPX, VIX, TNA, UUP, FXC, GLD, SLV, XOY, XLF, and all the rest. Okay, well, what a day it is. Here we are with the Dow down 26 points, 26 and a half. Ending with a spinning top and going in almost for a retest of the floor. Not quite getting there, only about 5 points away, but almost effectively a floor retest. And bounced away from it, could have closed higher, right in the middle. Not overly bad. It really needs to bounce here, and what do all the indicators say? Well, indicator-wise, it does not look the best. We have fortune RSI moving average still moving down. We have the stochastics have turned. They're both pointing down now. Down on the RSI, down on the CCI, down on the MACD, and the MACD histogram going sideways. Yeah, not the best. Pure and simple. We wanted to continue seeing the MACD histogram continue to tick up, and it's stalling out, so not good. 60-minute time frame. Is the pain going to subside? Well, you can see here previous floor area, closing in on it, and for the most part all of the indicators are also poor in the 60-minute time frame. Down on the 14-day RSI moving average, down on the stochastics. Well, they're turning. They are mixed right now, trying to turn. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, down on the histogram, and sideways on the MACD at the end of the day. Overall, definitely more bearish than bullish. So it all becomes a test of the floor, and if the floor holds or not. And yeah, we had mentioned back here when we had a new low, when we broke this one, that it would need to be retested. Came so darn close today. Not entirely convinced we should count that as the test, but if the indicators in the 60-minute are correct, we'll probably have that test in the morning. So very, very important. SPX doing better than the Dow, still have more room than the Dow to the floor, but just like the Dow, the secondaries are essentially the same. Stochastics are ticking down, 14-day RSI moving average down, CCI down, RSI down, histogram sideways, MACD sideways. Now this one is a little bit better in the 60-minute time frame, in that instead of having everything down, you have the MACD histogram leveling out, and you have the CCI pointing up. So two slight differences. Still more bearish than bullish, but it is a little bit better. The VIX. At one point it looked really nice, breaking at 23, but it ended up being a giant spinning top, and it made a new high, peaking above the 200-day moving average and making a new high. Not a great sign for the market bulls, and everything attempting to turn around, looking for a completion of a bullish cross. MACD histogram up, RSI up, CCI up, stochastics up, 14-day RSI moving average up. Oof. TNA, not a spinning top. We have a hammer, close to the previous floor, but not quite. Stochastics trying to roll over. CCI down, RSI down, histogram sideways, MACD sideways, 14-day RSI moving average down. Not the bull's finest hour today. And CompQ, the NASDAQ, also very similar to TNA, ending with a hammer, and secondaries essentially identical to TNA with the exception of an uptick, very slight, on the MACD histogram. That is much better, but still overall not great looking, and I hope we don't go in for a retest of the floor, but it is certainly a possibility. And the star of the show, UUP. Yep. This one is pretty mixed. It filled the gap from way back here. We talked about this in last night's video, and it did it to the penny. So the question becomes, with this gap fill completed, is it finally ready to take a little rest? You can see we still have negative divergence in the MACD histogram. It even became more so today since we made a new high. There's that divergence. You also have the negative divergence in the RSI, in the CCI, and not in the stochastics. MACD itself ticking up. RSI, nope, going sideways. Stochastics holding high. 14-day RSI moving average holding high. Downtick on the CCI. So we won't know until tomorrow. I'm hoping that that'll be enough for it to be over itself, but we shall see. FXE, a little fat body hammer, a little excessive separation in the short-term moving averages, a little bit of wobble. 14-day RSI moving average holding low, stochastics holding low, CCI ticking up, RSI ticking sideways, very low. MACD histogram ticking sideways, MACD ticking down. Since this is everything, UUP and FXE, that's at this point all that really matters. 60-minute time frame, FXE, is the euro. Is there any indication that the euro is going to have some upwards movement? Well, we have a bullish cross on the MACD. Haven't had that in a while. Not that it did too much last time. We have the 14-day RSI moving average ticking down slightly. The stochastics are mixed, slightly down on the CCI, down on the RSI, oversold, and up on the MACD histogram. In this you can see positive divergence MACD histogram, RSI, and not quite in the stochastics, and definitely in the CCI. But we've been watching those divergences for a while, and so far they don't mean anything. So at some point they will. Just hasn't happened yet. GLD. Spinning top. We have some of the short-term moving averages going sideways, most of them still pointing down. 14-day RSI moving average, a tick up. We haven't had that until today. That's interesting. Stochastics mixed, attempting to go higher. CCI up, RSI down, histogram up, MACD up, trying to finish a bullish cross. Nice. SLV. More of the same. Spinning top. First day of an uptick of the 14-day RSI moving average. Stochastics both pointing down. CCI up, RSI sideways, and slightly down, very slightly down on the MACD histogram, and sideways on the MACD itself. Not as nice as gold. Hopefully we don't need the stochastics to go all the way to the bottom to join the 14-day so that it can march up. It is a possibility. We shall see. And Apple, after its very strong day yesterday, which closed above the lower price consensus level today, hammer or hanging man, closing below the lower price consensus level. 14-day RSI moving average ticking up, stochastics moving up, CCI moving up, RSI down, histogram up, MACD up. Definitely more positive than negative. GE trying to get a better read on the Dow. The Dow was negative today. GE was positive today. Spinning top. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics ticking down, CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down, histogram ticking down, MACD ticking sideways. Not really pretty. Not really pretty. And FXE. Financials. A green day on the financials. Almost going in for a kiss of the 200-day moving average. We don't want too many of those. And stochastics mix. CCI up, RSI up, 14-day RSI moving average down, histogram up, MACD up, looking for a bullish cross. If the financials are able to get a bounce, they will lift the market. So that'll be nice. And how about the biggest bank? JP Morgan. Yeah, it had a small, very small move up today. Stochastics mixed. 14-day RSI moving average still down. It'd be really nice to see an uptick in this. It's not happening yet. Sideways on the CCI, sideways on the RSI. Histogram is sloping up, and we're inching closer to an attempt at a bullish cross. If this one gets a bounce, it'll be very, very positive for the market. How about we looked at Apple? Heck, why not? How about Amazon? It's still dipping into this gap fill. Nice, strong day today. And beyond that, MACD histogram ticking up, which is a great sign. MACD itself still ticking down, sideways on the RSI, up on the CCI, up on the stochastics, down on the 14-day RSI moving average. Definitely more positive than negative. And this sucker getting a bid would be really nice for the market as well. And what else? Anything else? Anything else? Maybe a consumer stock. Starbucks. Just for reference, what the market is doing. Ending with a hangman or a hammer, depending on if you view this as the bottom of a range, top of a range. 14-day RSI moving average getting first day uptick. Very nice. Stochastics mix down on the CCI, down on the RSI, up on the histogram, up on the MACD. Very mixed, but I would say definitely more positive than negative. Middle Bollinger Band below everything. Very nice. So definitely more positive than negative. And I think that's going to be about it. Oh, XOI, duh. Actually, I haven't even been covering this one for a few videos. When oil is bullish, the market is bullish. And what is oil doing? Oil is being nasty. But right at the lower Bollinger Band, right at it, peaking below it, hammer, definitely possible bottom of a range, but making a new low. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics down, CCI down, RSI down, histogram down, MACD slightly down. Definitely not pretty. And since this one is very important to the market, and I keep seeing in the news, oil is down, oil is in a new bear market, blah, blah, blah. 60-minute time frame, any difference? Yes, there is. Up on the MACD histogram, up on the MACD, looking for a bullish cross. Oversold on the RSI, ticking down. Stochastics mixed, trying to go up. Down on the 14-day RSI moving average, and slightly up on the CCI. In this case, we have a longer-term view. We can see there is positive divergence going back a long way on the CCI. There is positive divergence on the stochastics. There is positive divergence on the RSI, and lots of positive divergence on the MACD histogram. So, not bad in the 60-minute time frame. Definitely not perfect, but not bad either. So, boy, at some point it's going to have a real bounce. At some point, we just need some little kindling out of Europe with a little bit of a tidbit of news. and but they are happy to freeze in the cold and not have any fire. So we'll see how cold they can get. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.